Joining us on QVC, Pat Dementry here. I'm with Jill. We have another hour with you of Comforts of Home. So it's time to take down those decorations, and I'm going to help you with a little giant ladder in a little bit. But what are we going to use to clean up? And aren't you tired of it being a hassle? Well, Shark has brought us their best-selling vacuum and their best attachments. This is the very first time it's ever been on the air. Love that attachment. If you have a pet, the only thing better would be is if we could teach our pets to use it, but that's coming. 6 Easy Pays today is our best Easy Pay plan, and you are all welcome, even if you're shopping with us for the first time. Major credit card, you get 6 even payments, and you will be vacuuming away. If sold separately, $324.27. Over almost $325. Or from us, $44.99. Elizabeth Watts is really, she is the main shark, and she's going to show us. Yes. How are you, honey? Happy New Year. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. So, I'm so happy to be here with this vacuum, because if you're ready for a new start in the new year and your old vacuum is just not cutting it anymore, this is the best of the best that Shark makes. So it's great to be here with it. I'm holding it in the lift away mode. Only weighs about 8 pounds like this, but you can use it in different ways. You can use it as a canister. We give you this awesome caddy. Now it doesn't weigh anything but maybe a pound, maybe you're pushing this. Or, of course, you can use it in your upright mode. So, everybody kind of, I think, is familiar, Pat, these days with how EuroPro does that, or with Shark does that. But here's what's different, right? When I'm vacuuming along, and I'm going to show you all the great features like fingertip control and suction control, but when I come to a piece of furniture, I see that the cat has been sleeping under that all holiday long, and I can't get the fur. But what we did was we gave you the ability to lift away the canister. Let me show you that again. You just lift it away, and now you still have that brush roll going. So even in the hardest to reach places, like under this chair, under the dresser, you're going to be able to get that, that rotating power brush. You also have the anti-allergen seal technology inside here. So you can feel confident that when you're vacuuming, the HEPA filter is doing its job, and fur and fuzz is not leaking out. And by the way, largest capacity we've done on that canister, and look how full that is.
I love the idea with that you don't have to decide, because years ago, you would have to say, okay, do I want a canister vacuum?
Right.
Do I want an upright vacuum? And I don't think a lift away existed back then. So before we get to the best-selling tools, let's go through the colors for you. We're going to give you a chance to get, it's not, just fun. I mean, here you're going to get the charcoal, plum, and then navy blue. And then along with that, you'll get the upright vacuum, obviously. Then you're going to get everything that you need, including a bag to keep all your tools. So walk me through the tools, because some of these tools are a little different, I think.
They are.
They're good.
They're really useful, yeah. So starting over here with this is an upholstery tool. You see the little strips here. That's going to grab the pet hair and the fuzz off your furniture and your more delicate fabrics. You have a dusting brush here that rotates, so you can go straight up like that to get the ceiling fans. And by the way, all of these fit on the handle or the built-in extension wand. So really useful, both. This new crevice tool has a built-in dusting bristle, and look at how long those bristles are. Specifically designed for dusting and catching the dust mites and the little, the little things that hang out in the corners. But we also give you, I know, I have a lot of high ceilings, so I get those. This is your rotating brush roll for your pet, pet hair, fuzz, whatever. Great for your stairs, for the car, all those, whenever you need that brush roll in there. Now this is a different one. We do have this on several of our vacuums, but if you've never seen it before, this is a suction in the front with a microfiber pad. So this is our dust away. You're going to use this on your hard floors, specifically hardwoods. Gets all the little fine particles.
And use it. I mean, I have a Shark vacuum, and at first I didn't use it, and then when I used it, I was like, are you kidding me?
It's amazing.
It was great. Yeah. Because I have a cat that can drag cat litter from one end of that house to the other. I don't know what she's doing, but it works great on hardwood floors.
It gets the little fuzzy and the fine particles. Now here's another one that's a best of, really. This is our under appliance tool. Watch this. You can extend this. Now look how narrow that is. The suction's here, so you're going to use this under your refrigerator, under your dryer, to get all those under, and I even use it under my couch because I have hard floors in there. My couch is only like 2 inches off the ground. And then of course you're going to get the ability to use it with the caddy if you like. The caddy has onboard tool storage, and so does the upright. So it's really great.
This vacuum has so many features, from the tools to the features in the vacuum, that you would think you'd have to spend a lot more money for.
It's true. It's true. And normally it would be, but we have the wonderful cooperation with QVC, and we also bring you things like a 7-year warranty. Our best
Wow.
warranty in the that we make.
That's great.
Yeah, it has the most capacity of all our vacuums, and it also has the most suction of all our vacuums. So it cleans under furniture the best, because you have that under.
She wasn't kidding
appliance.
us when she said the best of the best is here.
And Happy New Year, right? You deserve it.
Yes.
And so, how about power though?
Okay.
Right? All the bells and whistles in the world wouldn't
are
really
nice,
make.
but
Right? If it didn't really work. So here's what we try to do at Shark. We try to bring you 5-star products. You know that. And in the past, we've won JD Power Awards and things like that. And here, one of the reasons is when we fill this to the max, and this is totally full. I've got fuzz and cereal and dust and dirt and even little
everything.
party favors up here from
And
New Year's
Eve.
Eve, right? It's totally full. But even when it's full, a third-party test showed that it didn't lose suction. Would you like to see that here?
I would like to see that.
So I'm going to turn it on, and here's what we did. I mean, you might be wondering what this crazy contraption is. In the past, we've picked up 1 rack of billiard balls just using the suction alone. Well, we're so proud of the power here that we're going to do 2. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Whoa.
Do you hear that power? So these are heavy billiard balls. You guys know what that's like. Whoops, sorry. And the ones in the box, that's 1 rack. All right. Okay, totally done. Here's the second rack. This is something that we never did before this vacuum came around, Pat. All right, here we go.
And translate that to the dirt in your carpet, because your carpets are your biggest investment.
Right.
So you're walking on them, you're sitting on them, the dog's laying on them, the plants are dropping their leaves on them. It's all getting ground in there, and translate that to cat litter and dirt don't stand a chance with this one.
I'm going to turn it off. I'm waiting for you to stop because it's kind of loud. But I want you to hear how heavy these guys are.
Wow.
Listen to that.
And it's full.
It is totally full. So this is 11.5 pounds we picked up only with the suction of a vacuum that was so full it really needs to be emptied right away. Yeah. But that's what, at home, from the first floor to the last room, you're not going to have to worry about losing suction. Really easy to empty too. I'll show you that in a minute. No bags to worry about, no filters to replace.
Those days are long gone.
They really are.
The other thing about it is it's easy to carry from one floor to the other because it has very convenient handles on it, and it's not terribly heavy. It's a little over 15 pounds. There's all those different conveniences, from the lift away to the canister to the upright. Now you're not choosing anymore. Here's your canister. You feel like using a canister, or that's what you are more comfortable with, you've got the canister. I love the new handle and how easy it is, the fingertip.
Yeah, there's that brush roll. So if you have pets, you need that brush right here. You need that tool.
Absolutely.
And there's your dust away. I'm putting in hardwood floors in my house. I just started yesterday. I'm so excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, it's be a couple weeks before it's all done. But I know that I have the right tool because I've got my dust away, and I'm going to be using that.
And it works a world different than using the dust mop does, having that dust away, because it actually sucks up any dirt that's there and dust at the same time. That part to me is amazing.
It is. It is amazing. So if you don't mind, I'll walk you through some of the great features. We saw them in the video, but just so you guys can see at home, really easy to release the handle. And Pat was mentioning the handle's a nice soft grip for you. It has fingertip control. So watch this. When I turn it on, it comes on here. You see that really bright light? This is going to really help you with dusting. Yeah. Right on board, I can go from hard floor to different carpet speeds. Of course, that is only going to make a difference when I have it plugged in, but you can see how easy that is to use your thumb or your finger and on and off like that. You also have the ability with push of one button right here to release this metal tube, which is a nice long extension tube. And then if you want to do the lift away, there's a button that says lift away. Isn't that great? Push that, and now I can go up and down the stairs. I can take it to the car like this, and I'm not carrying a whole huge vacuum. And to put it back together, watch this. Boop, boop, done.
And that's the nice thing. The buttons are obvious, so if you're gifting this to someone. The other thing is this is the handle where I said, because my mom has a Shark and she was bringing it downstairs, I'm like, Mom, carry it by the handle.
So easy, yeah. And then, of course, to go from floor to carpet, because we all have different flooring, right? I can turn it on again here at the handle, and I can choose what flooring I want to, right here at my fingertip. But just to show you how well it works on hard floors, I have a friend who cleans houses for a living, and I said, I want you to try this vacuum because I want to know what your opinion was. And she said, I have never tried a vacuum that really did it all. Like a vacuum that cleaned hard floors well, but also did above floor cleaning and also carpets. And this was her pick.
Headlights.
Isn't that bright?
That way you can actually see.
Yeah. Also great swivel steering. Look at how I can, even without taking the canister off, it has really great steering. Really easy. Again, there's my sealed canister. And just before we go any further, Pat, I just want to show everybody how easy this is to empty, if that's okay.
Oh, absolutely.
The canister just pops right off, and I'll have just a little bit in here to show you, but right here on the bottom is a button. You just push the button, the dirt literally falls out of the vacuum. And here's another cool thing, the top opens too.
Because sometimes, you know, my dog hair, you know, my cat hair, all that kind of stuff gets stuck in there. You just pull it out.
So easy to empty. There's your filter. You'll rinse that out about once every 3 months or so, depending on how often you use it. You don't ever have to replace that. The HEPA filter lives down here. That's permanent. You never have to worry about that.
So do I have to replace any filters?
You don't replace anything. You just rinse it out.
Ownership.
Nope, no cost of ownership. And then, even as a pile, look at how well that cleans on the hard floors. Shall we clean some carpets? I'm going to ask you to get in here if you want to.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to this Berber. I'm going to go ahead and put it to, this is a low pile, so I'm going to go with a low pile carpet. You choose low or high pile. And what's nice about that is on a high pile carpet, it doesn't snow plow. It makes it easier to push.
You know what, and that's the other thing, is this almost moves itself. So it's not something that you're fighting with. Can I finish?
Right, please, go ahead. Do it like you do at home. Oh, except for, you know, at home you don't really have that set.
Yeah, at home I don't fall off the end.
Look at that cereal.
Notice that the cereal, it captures the cereal. It doesn't bounce away. I'm not as good as Elizabeth at this. So,
I tell you what, demonstrating on floorboards is a little bit different than vacuuming at home, but not too much. But look at your carpet lines that you're getting there, Pat. Even on a Berber carpet, you can tell you just really deep clean that carpet, right?
And think about what you just did with the billiard balls. You took all those balls and translate that to not only cleaning the top of your carpet, but really getting down there and cleaning your carpet.
And here's the other thing that really Shark does differently. Again, I showed you this in the beginning. If you didn't see it, this is why we call it the powered lift away, different from our other lift aways. As you're vacuuming, I'm going to turn this up to high pile carpet now because I have the choice on my fingertips. When you get to your bed or a low couch or a table or a chair, what do you do with all the dirt that's underneath? Usually we ignore it. I mean, or else we move the piece of furniture. So with this, I've got it right here at the top of the canister. There's a little button that says lift away right here. I like to push it with my thumb. Now I've got about an 8-pound lift away in my hand, but look, I still have that motorized brush roll. That's the difference. Because it's not air driven, there's a separate motor that runs that brush roll. Now I'm using this like those really expensive canisters you see, right? And that's the difference. I mean, nobody else is doing it that I know of that with this lift away with the powered, the powered brush roll. So, and look at the lights.
And that's why it's so effective, because you can really get to places that were impossible to get to. Plus you have the power. All right, so you have to show everyone this, my favorite thing.
Isn't this great?
Because I never saw a vacuum that did this before.
I know. Here's the thing. You're vacuuming along, and you get to your hardwood floors, and maybe your vacuum does a pretty good job, but then you walk over them, and your feet, your socks are black, right? I mean, this happens.
Or I have to say that sometimes with cat litter and certain things that you're picking up on your floor, your vacuum just kind of shoots them in all directions. And I'm always worried about ruining my hardwood floor by, so you turn off the brush roll, then what's happening?
The cool thing here is, you're not pushing those sand particles around with this because they get sucked up in the front first. So I always like to say clean back to front when you're using this because you want those particles sucked up here. And then this is just to pick up the fuzz and that electrostatically charged dust. Oh, I got my handle, that's so nice that the on-off is right there at your thumb.
I know, it is.
You just turn it on. And when I'm using it like this, the canister follows me around. So there's no weight here, right? Anyone could use it like this. Now I just want to stop and show you the difference.
Look at that.
Look at the dust.
It's all gone. So if you have those hardwood floors, if you have tile floors, and you find that you're getting the dust mop out or you're doing an extra step, you won't with this Shark vacuum.
This is the difference. See, now the big particles came here, and then this picked up those fine. I even see some little hairs, Pat. I don't even know where that's my cat, too. I don't know where they came from. You guys may not be able to see that. But this is on the pad, not on your socks. It takes a 2 or 3 step process and makes it 1 step.
And the pad you just take off. It just has a hook and loop. You take it off. You throw it into the washer. Don't use any kind of fabric softener, thank you. Any kind of fabric softener, you don't need it. And then let it dry, and you're ready to go the next time.
So simple. Now, what am I doing over here?
All right.
People that see this for the first time are like, what is that weird Snuffleupagus thing, right? This is our under appliance tool. And what I think is really neat, we really try to think of those places where dirt hides in your house, right? So under the appliances, there's one of those places. This is a big open suction area. There's bristles here and suction on top. So what you'll do, I'm just going to pull this up. You're going to extend it. Hello, it goes really far. Okay, you're going to attach it to your wand, which is great. You don't even have to get on your hands and knees, right? And I've got mine. Actually, I'll pick mine up because I might use it like this. This is probably how I use it in the lift away mode.
Joining us on QVC, Patimentary here. I'm with Jill. We have another hour with you of Comforts of Home. So it's time to take down those decorations, and I'm going to help you with a little giant ladder in a little bit, but what are we going to use to clean up? And aren't you tired of it being a hassle? Well, Shark has brought us their best-selling vacuum and their best attachments. This is the very first time it's ever been on the air. Love that attachment. If you have a pet, the only thing better would be is if we could teach our pets to use it, but that's coming. 6 Easy Pays today is our best Easy Pay plan, and you are all welcome, even if you're shopping with us for the first time. Major credit card, you get 6 even payments, and you will be vacuuming away. If sold separately, $324.27. Over almost $325. Wow. Or from us, $44.99. Elizabeth Watts is really, she is the main shark, and she's going to show us. Yes. How are you, honey? Happy New Year. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. So, I'm so happy to be here with this vacuum because if you're ready for a new start in the new year and your old vacuum is just not cutting it anymore, this is the best of the best that Shark makes. So it's great to be here with it. I'm holding it in the lift away mode. Only weighs about 8 pounds like this, but you can use it in different ways. You can use it as a canister. We give you this awesome caddy. Now it doesn't weigh anything but maybe a pound, maybe you're pushing this. Or, of course, you can use it in your upright mode. So, everybody kind of, I think, is familiar, Pat, these days with how your product